to impress when you serve up tacos here on Taco Tuesday, and Chef Swetha Newcomb is here to show us how to make scallop tacos with a mango salsa. Swetha, welcome to Better Kansas City. So excited for you to be here because
Thank you so much.
I love tacos.
Me too.
Today is Tuesday.
It would be illegal if we didn't make tacos, right?
Oh, I wasn't going to go that far, but let's do it. So
Right.
First off, so we're going to go all the way over to the other end because we're going to start by working our scallops here because we got some uncooked scallops. And what all do we need to get started here to sear these?
So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your pan super hot. I do medium-high heat, and I use a cast iron to get a really good sear on my scallops.
And why is it important to cook them at such a high heat?
So when scallops are overcooked, they have a really rubbery texture. They're just not as good as when they're undercooked at a medium rare temperature. So we get our pan super hot, get a quick sear on both sides. By doing that, we don't overcook the inside.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So I put a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of butter in here. We're gonna let that melt for a second.
Okay.
While that's going, we're gonna go over here. So it's really important to pat your scallops dry because the more moisture they have, the longer they take to cook, and it's easier to overcook them. So I've already patted the back sides dry, so I'm just gonna get the front over here.
So we want to get them as dry as possible.
As dry as possible.
Okay.
And then we're just going to season them with pepper, flip them over.
So just really simple
and just
seasoning
salt.
then. Okay.
Yes, because the mango salsa has so much flavor in it, I don't want to overdo it with too much taco seasoning. So then we're just going to get some.
Would you throw any extra spice on there, like a pepper, like a cayenne pepper or anything, if you wanted a little bit more heat to it or something?
Yeah, I would do cayenne. You could also do cumin. Just a little bit of taco seasoning, not too much.
Gotcha.
Okay, so when you lay these down, you want to be really careful not to splash your face. I've learned it the hard way.
And how do we know when our pan is hot enough?
It's gonna sizzle and make a really nice noise just like that.
Gotcha.
And with these pans, be careful to never touch the handle. Also something I learned the hard way.
Oh yeah, the cast iron, that heat will come all the way down the handle there, won't it?
Oh yeah.
Talk a little bit about the health benefits of scallops. I mean, normally when we have tacos, we're either putting chicken or beef or pork in it. Or, you know, some people do the shrimp tacos. What about scallops?
So scallops are really, really high in protein and super low in fat.
Oh, really?
I think they're completely underrated. I mean, if you're a healthy eater, you're working out all the time, they're a great source of protein, and they don't taste super fishy.
Okay.
So that's why I like them, because I don't really like seafood, but I like scallops because you don't get the super fishy taste, but you kind of still get a taste of the ocean.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we're going to go 90 seconds on each side, but for the sake of time, I might not be able to completely finish those over here.
Totally fine. If you want to go ahead and pull those off, I'd love to talk a little bit about the mango salsa that you're putting with it. So careful of your handles. So you're heeding your own advice right there. Well done.
See, I'll never learn.
So I've made a mango salsa at home before for the summer, and I love it because, like you said, the flavor explosion is just awesome. One thing I hate doing is cutting mangoes.
Okay.
So what's your secret for cutting mangoes?
So I hate to do this since I'm a chef, but I buy frozen mangoes in the smoothie section, and I let them thaw out for a few hours, and then I just dice them up even smaller. If you guys can see in there, they're just kind of small diced.
Yeah, so this small half-inch or something like that, half-inch squares?
Yes.
Okay.
This salsa is super easy to make. We're going to do half a cup of red tomatoes quartered, quarter cup of cilantro, and then a teaspoon of lime juice.
And that's it?
That's it, and then a little bit of salt.
Awesome.
And you can make this ahead of time. It actually tastes better if you do, because the lime really infuses with the mango.
Do you let it sit in the refrigerator or something like that?
Sit in its juices and get a good taste. Okay.
And plus, the other thing I like so much about that mango sauce is it's so bright, and it just sets your dish off, you know? Yeah.
This is really simple, but it looks fancy because of all the colors you have in your salsa. So I already have some scallops diced up here and ready to go. So it's super simple. You're just gonna plate your scallop chunks on the bottom. If you wanna get super fancy, you can put sliced avocado underneath your scallops as well.
Ooh, sounds pretty good too.
So this is a really, really healthy meal.
Do you use corn tortillas or those flour tortillas?
I use corn. You can use flour, but if you stick with corn, this is actually just a super fresh, healthy version of a taco versus corn, which is higher in carbs and fat.
There you go.
And I'm topping it with the salsa now. And I just garnished the plate with some cilantro and lime wedges. And That's literally it.
That's really it. That's
Yeah.
Instagram ready right now.
That is Instagram
So
ready.
you can go ahead and put that on Instagram, and then eat it right away.
Right.
Swetha, thank you for being here. Can I have a bite real quick?
Of course you can.
All right, they're telling me to wrap, so I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to Belinda and eat tacos. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Wow,
Thank you so
that is
much.
a Taco Tuesday to celebrate. Now switching gears.